Ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles of Mercy Book Nook. And last I left off, I got it all assembled and got everything that I wanted that was in the hard to reach places in the back. Got everything in there. There's a few things we'll add in the front, but that's going to be once we get closer to completion. One thing I did do is I added the book covers. There was two different types of books of the Eagles of Mercy. That one, and I printed out that one for the other side. One thing about the top, and most of the book nooks have a solid top which you can't see through. This one actually, you could actually see through it. And so I took a piece of craft foam, covered the top, and put a medic symbol on the very top just to hide it. Plus, it does help with the lighting. You don't see it on the top. It doesn't seep through, but you can actually, it just helps direct the glow of the light downwards. But other than that, we are good to go for the figures. I love these book nooks. If you want to build them the way they are, that's great. I like to add a little bit to them. And with the book nooks, I like to add a little bit of a old school models. And my first thought, since it was 101st Paratroopers, I thought about adding the old Tesser's Artillery 101st figure kit, which this one came to mind when I immediately, when I was reading about the Eagles of Mercy. So I went digging in the shed, and I picked out the old Tesser's Artillery medical corps troops here, which two guys and on a stretcher. I thought incorporate old school in the new school, if you will. And the figures go together for its age. They go together really good. They're basic. That's what I like, So right now, let me take him off or I spill him. I got the two stretcher guys put together, and you can't really see it, but that's the DML helmets. They got the netting on the helmet, and I wanted to incorporate the netting with the medical core here. And of course, I want to start adding some details. Now, if you look at the 101st outfits and these, I know it's generic. That's kind of what I want, but I want to add some of the 101st accessories, especially the gear around, because they didn't have any, I won't say combat weapons. I'm sure they did, but I just want to keep it generic where, they have their canteens and have some satchel, everything that they had when they flew over. So got the two figures and the stretchers assembled. And yes, I am a type A modeler. I like to build first before I paint. It's just easier for me to handle. And I got to do a little seam work on them, but I got the basic construction done on that. They carried the friend and foe in the wounded, so I took half the kit of the medical core that goes on the stretcher, and I took an old school to my German machine gun kit there, and I sanded down his waist just a little bit and got him glued onto the body where he lays down, and we'll do a little sculpting on the arms, and he'll be on something like that. And we'll put some gear in here like he's just got wounded on there. I want to see if I can put this in, give you all just a general idea. It'll be something kind of like that. That's what I had originally planned, and I'm going to pretty much go with. Gives it I know the church is not that elegant. It was very simple, but it gives the, also, if they had, this happened, further along in Europe and other well-established churches, at least something like that might have occurred. Plus, it just sticks with the book nook. I'll call it scenario or scenes. It just, I think it really turns out pretty darn slick. So, I got them getting the figures started. I'm hopefully to next video, hopefully have some of it painted, and I want to add a few other things. I want to add weapons that were leaned up against, I'm gonna say, the door, and there's a few little things I want to just put in there that'll be hid. And other than that, I think it's turned out pretty darn slick. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. I am starting on the medics for the Eagles of Mercy book notes. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.